What's up, y'all? It's Maxo H here, and today I'm gonna be talking about how Attack on Titan created the perfect backstory with Ymir Fritz. So initially, upon watching the episode "To You in 2,000 Years" or whatever it was called, I was kind of underwhelmed. I'm not gonna lie, and I know that might raise a lot of eyebrows, but the episode itself, I feel like this is something I've had the highest expectations for throughout the entire series of Attack on Titan. Throughout the entire series, we're just kind of stuck with the what are the Titans? In season one and season two, we're really trying to figure out what are the Titans, what are they capable of. Season two, that's when you find out that people are Titans. And then season three is when we find out that the entire world is still alive and that the government was hiding this truth from the people. So throughout this entire series, I feel like this one big plot hole was just continuing to snowball and build even bigger and bigger because of the one thing we did not understand was what the Titans were, right? So in this episode, when they finally explained Ymir's backstory and they showed that Ymir got the power of the Titans just by stumbling upon it, it was pretty underwhelming to me because I was like, this is, in my opinion, this is what this entire series has been building up to. The entire series has been building up to what are the Titans? The whole mystery factor in Attack on Titan was kind of derived from the mystery of the Titans. And for them to just, or not them, for Hajime Isayama to basically show that the Titans are just some random effect of nature kind of just blew me, to be honest. I was pretty mad. And after the fact, after they had Ymir's backstory, you know, from that point on, Eren started the rumbling and stuff like that. The episode, it just seemed kind of underwhelming. It was kind of like my expectations were subverted with Ymir's backstory, and it just kind of made me at the rest of the episode because I was like, all right, I can see what's coming next. We knew Eren was going to start the rumbling, but it's just a matter of how. And since now I saw the how, I saw Ymir's backstory and all this stuff, I was just like, eh. But going forward, I sat there and I started to think about it and mull it over back and forth in between my brain. And I really started to think about it. A lot of my friends really loved the episode, but I just couldn't get that same excitement that I had gotten out of all of the previous episodes. It's almost like when I'm watching Attack on Titan, the entire mystery to me is more rewarding to even, it's more rewarding than even knowing what's behind the mystery. Just having that suspense building in the background throughout the entire series is what really made me stick to the show because I feel like that's one of its best aspects. But after mulling it over and going back and forth with it, I came to the realization that this was the best way it really could have been. In Eldia's history, they depicted Ymir as a deity, the strongest being to ever exist, a god, somebody who created civilizations, somebody who was like an absolute god of war, somebody that was basically unstoppable. Now, on Marley's hand and the rest of the world, they depicted Ymir as a devil, somebody, a girl who made a deal with a contract with the devil in order to obtain the power of the Titans so she could unleash despair upon the world, destroy the entire world, etc. Normal devil propaganda. So you had these two completely polar opposite perspectives of what happened, and nobody knows what actually happened besides the royal family. But when we saw Ymir's backstory, you find out that it was really neither of those things that happened. In fact, it was more of a mix of both, which kind of puts it right down the middle instead of on one side or on the other side, on Eldia's side or on Marley's side. It kind of puts Ymir as a neutral person who wasn't really affected by anything, just kind of happened to stumble upon the power of the Titans, which I feel like makes the most sense in with the significance of the story and how there's no right or wrong in Attack on Titan. Ymir didn't do anything wrong. She let a pig escape by accident. I'm not sure if it was an accident or not, and then was about to get killed and stumbled upon the power of the Titans, which she used for her king's sake until she died.
sum it up, I feel like it was the most consistent with Attack on Titan's themes for Ymir to have just stumbled upon the power of the Titans than for her to have obtained them from God or the devil or something like that. For her to be portrayed as a god in her story would have done the Eldians too much justice, and for her to be portrayed as a devil would be too much justice to the entire world. So having it right down the middle is really the smartest way of introducing her power into the system without breaking the story that had already been written before it. And to that, I applaud Hajime Isayama. And as an even greater point, I think that Ymir's backstory really foreshadows and explains Attack on Titan in its entirety. Attack on Titan is a show where there's no definitive black or white, yes or no, right or wrong solution. Everything is gray. Everything is morally ambiguous. You can say that in the most recent episodes where Eren starts the reveling, you even have the people on the Paradise Island who are saying Eren is right, and then you have the people who are saying no, Eren is wrong. There's never anything that's just agreeable. Everything is gray. There's always a reason to do something, but there's always a reason not to do something, which creates this ambiguity that we see so prevalent in our series. So for Ymir to have gotten the power of the Titans in any other way would not have been genuine to the story. And I think that's what makes Ymir's backstory the perfect backstory.